I started. And I learned from the head instructor at the NYPD, Bob Camerlingo. He was kind of my mentor. And I worked with him for about a year. And he couldn't show me anymore, so he said to go out on your own. So we actually started training small groups in 1982, and then we progressed from there. 1986, we started Misty Wood Shepherds. Misty Wood Shepherds developed because living in Florida, there was a need. We had several trainers in our area, but none of them produced a program that took in the entire dog life cycle, from feeding to training to grievance when they passed away to their children, etc. So we started Misty Wood Shepherds, and we did a full circle training, meaning that our program, as it is today, is unlike any other training program in probably most states. We're not a 9-to-5. We never were. We're 24/7. We always have been, and we've always operated on that basis. 24/7 means that we're there constantly for you, day and night. We have a 24-hour hotline for any problems whatsoever. Incorporated with the basic training, we do behavioral training. I'm in Florida, a state-registered canine nutritionist. We do nutritional diets for people, and our training program is as such. We go through the 7-week basic training course. Once you complete it, you're welcome to come back for the life of the dog at no charge for any and all refresher courses. Nobody else does that or ever did it. Along with that, we have a 2-hour seminar at the beginning of each course based on nutrition, behavioral problems, etc. Anybody that needs extra training other than the regular scheduled training sessions can call me day and night. We're on call, and we'll be there. We also offer the course in both English and or German, because in all the police departments we found that training in German updated the dog to a higher form of learning. He held it longer, he enjoyed it more, and the people, it gave the kids especially something to work with, the German language, and they liked it, and they picked it up fast. And a lot of the adults and a lot of the seniors started picking up the German. So now we have about 50-50 in all our classes with doing German and English. The German is much better for the dog, much better for them. So we like to do as much German as we can. So we offer that. Nobody else does that. Once you complete the course, at the end of the course, we teach CPR, mouth-to-nose resuscitation, CPR, and the Heimlich method. Nobody else does that I'm aware of in this area. Nobody did it in Florida. So we were the first 24/7 training group in Florida. We had 4 schools there. I just have the one here at Jackson Park because technically I retired a few years ago. The county needed a training person to offer classes, so I offered my services. The highlight of my career in training was in 2002. I was called by an outfit in Arizona, and they told me that through their sources, I was selected as one of 5 trainers in the United States to represent the United States at a 5-day conference in a breeder of the German Shepherds. And the conference was on the German Shepherds and the Labrador Retriever. So I spent 5 days with 5 other trainers in France from throughout the United States. The seminar was represented by 22 nations and 240 representatives from around the world, from Mombasa to England to the Soviet Union, all over, and it was a wonderful experience. And it was an honor to be chosen one of 5 trainers in the United States. Being a registered nutritionist, a breeder, and a trainer, it just added to it because they were looking for the all-around person. So they selected me as one of the 5, and I brought back from that conference a lot of wonderful memories, but a lot of educational information and training tips, which we passed on to our people. And then I retired in 2005, and that lasted for 3 weeks. And I just couldn't stay away from the dogs. So in 2007, we moved up to North Carolina because we missed the mountains. And I thought I was retired then, but here I am again training, and we're doing exactly what we did in Florida. We haven't changed, and we're now going to institute what we did in Florida, which is a young kids class this summer. It's going to be for very young ages, 5, 7, 8, to bring them into the world of dogs and educate them. We're also having, as we do every year, 2 particular seminars. One will be on advanced nutrition, and the other will be a 4-hour seminar and workshop on behavioral problems and speaking to your dog, communicating with your dog. So, and that's pretty much it, what we do in a nutshell. We've been doing it since 1982. We've progressed, we've advanced with it. We're always looking for new additions to put on. We've become more of an educational setup as well as a training institute. And I will say Parks and Recreation, I've worked with many of them in many states, and this is the first group of people that have been absolutely wonderful. They've given me everything I've needed, and then some. They're there if I need them, and we have a wonderful time and a relationship working with them, as well as the press. Mm-hmm. We do have a good relationship with them, for which I'm always thankful. We started group counseling, we started behavioral, and we started grievance courses back in the late 80s. And we found that people and their pets were as closely tied as people to people in death. So we started a grievance counseling situation whereby myself and several others would learn about grievance training, and people could call us, and they did, any hour of the day or night, whenever they felt the need, emotionally, psychologically, whatever, and we would just take the calls and sit with them. If it was 10 minutes or 10 hours, we'd sit with them until they felt better. That's all we could do, is make them feel better. All of us have gone through it. I've had well over 30 shepherds. This is my first golden. I have a new shepherd coming in June, a new partner, and I'll break him in and start working with him in the training programs. Jake will then transfer with my wife to the service dog area, and he's going to be a guide dog or a reading dog for the disability children. Wow. In the literacy program.